Christmas time is here, time for toys and time for cheer. Now, if you're like me, you might have some libs in your family and even among your friends, and you still probably want to buy them a Christmas present. But what do you get for that wonderful lib in your life?
Trust me, I'm like a smart person.
Well, I have the definitive ranking here of all of the woke Christmas presents. Before we get started, this video is sponsored by Established Titles. Established Titles is a wonderful way to become a lord or lady, such as I, Lord Michael Knowles, today. More from them later. First, we've got 4 tiers here, okay? For the most basic gifts for your lib friends, that would be for the friends who they just watch CNN.
CNN should be ashamed of itself.
Right, they get all their news from CNN, so okay, that's the C tier. Then there's the B tier. This is for your friends and family who maybe wore a mask at Thanksgiving. Not great. Then you get to the A tier. These are the people who have one of those lawn signs. You know the lawn sign, it says, I believe. And it's like, I believe in Dr. Fauci, and I believe that people should do whatever weird sex stuff they want. It's like that really weird lib sign. So that's like for those people. And then there's the S tier. This is the furthest down the road. This is the absolute highest level of lib. This is for the sort of person who attends a WNBA championship parade. And there are gifts for these people. Without further ado, let's take a look at the presents. The they, them, non-binary pronoun coffee mug. Okay. I guess you could get this for someone ironically. So like I would like that. That would be kind of funny. Although really my pronouns now are just Lord and Lord because I'm a Scottish Lord. We'll get more on that later. But if you're gonna get this earnestly, it's not just that you watch CNN. There are plenty of people who watch CNN who are not down for like transing all the kids. Yeah, you definitely have an I believe lawn sign. But do you go to so few people go to the WNBA championship parade. I'm gonna say this would be A tier. You have an I believe lawn sign. This man ate my son vinyl sticker of Ted Cruz. Oh my gosh, that's not nice. It's not nice to make jokes about people who are serial killers. It's not smart either, because they can come get you. You thought that you had Zodiac under arrest in California. Not quite. And this is like really basic level. It's like, oh, I hate Ted Cruz because he's conservative. Wah. That's C tier. That's just your regular CNN view. Jesus was a brown-skinned refugee. Oh my gosh, here we go. First of all, if you say Jesus was, probably you don't take Jesus very seriously.
I'm ultra spiritual.
Sort of the central fact in the life of Jesus is that Jesus is. He died on the cross. He is resurrected. Before Satan fall, before I saw Satan fall like lightning. Before Abraham was, I am. Right, I am that I am. So, just a major theological point there. So you have to have an ignorance of and contempt for Christianity. So definitely you only watch CNN. CNN, frankly, might be too conservative for you. Do you wear the mask at Thanksgiving? Yeah, for sure you do. Do you have the I believe sign? Yeah, because don't forget, the I believe sign is just another kind of creed. Yeah! Right? The creed, the credo in Christianity means I believe. Right? I believe in God the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth. And what the libs have is this new thing. They say, I believe in science and Dr. Fauci Almighty, and right, and it's a parallel heretical religion. So, but do you attend the championship and WNBA parade? No, you don't. This is A tier. I love it when I wake up and Trump is not president. Yeah, okay, come on. This is weak sauce, libs. That's so lame.
It's lame.
That's CNN. It's just like, oh, I hate Trump bad. Oh, okay. Wow, really interesting. You've made me think about Donald Trump in this new and insightful way. Wow, thank you. Okay, C tier. We need to talk about the elephant in the womb. Oh, get it? Yeah, the elephant, because the GOP wants to go inside your womb and pull out the doctor's knife and hand trying to kill a baby. Yeah, that's those bad GOPers not letting some other guy stick his hand in my womb and kill a baby. Wow, but this is pretty lame. Again, this is not very advanced stuff. This is very shallow, long time, boomer kind of tier sloganeering about political issues. So that's going to be C. St. Bernie prayer candle. Oh, man. Oh my gosh. They did a lot of these for Fauci or RBG. They actually did, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, until they had to start editing the interviews with Ruth Ginsburg because she was too conservative for them. That's what Katie Couric did. St. Bernie. Now, Bernie, he's not a total corporate Democrat in the way that the Clintons are, for instance. So guess you probably wore a mask at Thanksgiving. But some of the people who like Bernie are kind of crunchy people. Like Joe Rogan liked Bernie, right? Joe Rogan's kind of right-wing now. He's definitely not a far leftist.
This Joe Biden guy. The guy can barely remember what he's talking about while he's talking.
Or is it the I believe? Because it's a kind of parallel religion, right? It's instead of a saint, it's Bernie Sanders. I'm gonna say this is wore a mask at Thanksgiving. This is B level. Oh, okay, here we go. Now we're really upping the ante. This is an icon of AOC as some kind of saint. And AOC is kind of mainstream now as well. AOC is a little edgier than Bernie Sanders. You probably have a lawn sign. That's going to be A tier. If you have that lady on your shirt. If you are a lady, or you are a lord, or you identify as a lady or a lord, then you need to get the title to reflect your true identity deep down, which is why I would strongly recommend you check out Established Titles. Established Titles is your opportunity to earn the title of Lord or Lady in Scotland. Just like me, your humble host, Lord Michael Knowles. All you need is a 1 square foot plot of land and a certificate. Established Titles is a project based on an historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds, or lords and ladies in English. In your title pack, you will receive at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate and an official certificate with a crest. Your certificate will include a unique plot number with which you can see the exact location of your land. You could even get a couple pack for you and your spouse or loved one of unspecified distinction. You will be able to have land right next to one another at 1 square foot, and you will both get to be called Lord and Lady. You can get this on your credit card, on your plane tickets, and you can even put it on your dating profiles. Established Titles is currently having a massive holiday sale. On top of that sale, you can get an additional 10% off any purchase you make with discount code Knowles. So click the link below or go to establishedtitles.com/Knowles. Use promo code Knowles to save an extra 10% today. All right, let's keep going with the producer-picked gifts. Bernie Sanders wall art. Again, this is kind of basic tier. Bernie Sanders pretending to be some civil rights icon. This is you just wore a mask at Thanksgiving. That's B tier. Cats Not Capitalism coffee mug. Yeah, Cats Not Capitalism. Buy my cheap Chinese good on Etsy or whatever and give me your money for this schlock because I hate capitalism. Okay.
We've got to have money.
Do you know what capitalism is? Are you the least self-aware person in the world? Very basic stuff. I mean, I guess not all CNN viewers hate capitalism. Frankly, capitalism works pretty well for the woke. They hijack all of these companies. And so in many ways, the great anti-capitalist resistance these days is being led on the right because the capitalist fat cats like Bill Gates and Bezos and all the rest of them are destroying our country. Zuckerberg and Jack Dorsey. If you're getting into the isms, okay, this is A tier. You probably have the sign in your yard. May your days be bright and your feminism intersectional. Ugh. I'm gonna say, well, feminism is so mainstream. This is really sad because the left has moved the Overton window so far to the left that now intersectional feminism is kind of the baseline. I think this is C tier. Okay, there we go. There's the RBG dissent. This is extremely basic tier. I even know, this is how effective the propaganda is. I know people who are sort of conservative or who would consider themselves moderate to slightly conservative who love RBG because she has been made into an icon and a secular saint.
Can't get rid of me!
And so even some sort of less informed people in the middle and on the right kind of like her. This is C tier. This is just the CNN level. Eat the Rich. Okay, now we're getting a little more into it. Eat the Rich earrings. So you have an I believe lawn sign, but do you? Is this the no? In order to reach the S tier, I don't think it's enough to just engage in old school class warfare like they did 150 years ago. I think you need a little more race or sex or something to kind of spice it up. But this is A tier. You have the lawn sign. Pay me like a white man. Okay, now we're getting into it. Pay me like a white man. Actually, think about it. Think about someone you know who would wear that shirt. Would it be the most ardent, radical, revolutionary Antifa member, or would it be just some like silly millennial girl? Frankly, probably a white girl.
Here's the motherfucking tea.
I think probably it would be the latter. I think that it is now completely mainstream to scapegoat white men for every problem in the world and say that, all non-white people are good, all white people are bad, all non-men, I guess women. I know there are a lot of genders now, but I guess that's women. All women good, all men bad. And so this is not only tolerated, but this is actually encouraged. And there's actually legal discrimination against white guys through affirmative action. So, sorry to say, this is C tier. This is basic level CNN stuff. Okay. All right, so the progressive pride flag hoodie, this would be a debate. It's not just CNN, it's not just the War of the Mask at Thanksgiving. If it were just the rainbow flag, I would say it's only A tier. But there's this new rainbow flag. It's not just the rainbow, which is for all the sex stuff. It's the Pride Progress flag, which includes some transgender stuff and black people. I don't know when black people became a sex, but black people are a sex now, according to these guys.
Sexual chocolate.
And so this is pretty new. You got to be pretty plugged in. You've got to be pretty gender bending, obviously, to put the transgender stuff in there. So I think you might be the one and only person who attends the WNBA championship parade. This is the official uniform of the WNBA championship parade. Tax the rich AOC Met Gala ornament. Oh my God. Also, that's not what AOC looks like. That looks like an Inca woman. That looks a little, is that racist? I don't know. Who knows what racist is anymore, but I don't, it's certainly not good art. Look, we're talking about the Met Gala. We're talking about the bougiest, most elite, capitalist event in New York, and then they've got their court jester socialist AOC shows up and she does a little soft shoe. And then they say, oh, good job, you, all right, now, go away now. And then AOC gets to hobnob with all the rich people. So this is kind of basic stuff. You wore a mask at Thanksgiving. You probably have this as a novelty. That's B tier. Safe space, wall hanging banner, okay. You have a lawn sign. This could be the lawn sign. Frankly, I bet one of the variations of this hanging banner is just the lawn sign in like a silly font. All right, here's the last one. They tell me, it's a beautiful day to smash the patriarchy. This is the lowest tier possible. This is, you just watch CNN. I know that sounds crazy because it's so radical and you're talking about the patriarchy or whatever. This is completely mainstream. You could buy that pillow, I bet, at TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx. It's like if Goodwill's in a gated community.
Okay, this is kitsch. It's like cutesy now. It's like, hee, we're gonna smash the patriarchy. If Thomas Kinkade had lived, you would see these things in Thomas Kinkade paintings. That is how sentimental and cutesy they have become. And that's very sad. They should be considered radical, but they are not. So there was only one S tier there. It was just the Pride Progress hoodie. Only one person gets to watch the WNBA championship parade, which checks out with reality. If you just look at the video, you would see there is only one person who does that. Happy shopping, my lord and my ladies out there. Happy shopping. I hope that the libs in your lives are delighted and that you can calibrate your Christmas gifts to their level of wokeness. See you next time.